Up to Jasmine Fire Tower today. That is our furthest point north on this trip. That's another 2,000 meter summit. Going to be more of a rugged road. And then we're going to head on the highway down the Fraser Canyon. By the way, I'm Jason with Ridgeline Outdoor Adventure, and thanks for hanging out with us today for part 4 of the most epic BC backcountry trip. We've been on the road a few days and are taking on a 560-mile run through some of the most rugged terrain in all of Canada and some of the most scenic terrain you will ever see. As I mentioned already, we are heading up to the Jasmine Fire Tower. So let's go get that drive done because it is gorgeous up there and we got some steaks that need to be cooked up for lunch. All right, back on the Pavilion Clinton Road. We got a steep descent down into Kelly Lake. And then we're gonna head up to Jasmine. That'll give you an idea. And that's why the filming is super modest, because it is switchback after switchback on a narrow road that's been washed out in a lot of spots, so you should probably focus on driving. Well, according to the signage, that was 5 kilometers or 3 miles at 14%. Not bad. I don't imagine they keep that section open in the winter. I mean, we've descended and we're still at 1,061 meters. So we came down from about 1,400 at the last junction. That would be Kelly Lake. This would be the community of Jasmine. A few houses and farms and ranches. Beautiful little area. Gateway to the Jasmine Fire Lookout Tower. That's gonna be us. Before we tackle yet another 2,000 meter lookout tower, we gotta let the dogs get out. We gotta stretch our legs. We've been sitting for 2 hours. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. And Oakley is just itching to get out of the truck. Simply put, I love being out of the backcountry in my truck, exploring places, enjoying, watching my dog have a great time, hanging out with buddies or with my kids and my wife. And I love being in front of the camera. And I also equally love being in front of the computer, editing it all afterwards and reliving the memories and stitching it together and telling a story and just weaving, creative shots and amazing scenery through that. So yeah, so which came first? I guess technically the overland journey came first, but it really is it's a both and. It's not an either or. The reason I overland as much as I do is because I love the filming. Anyway, thanks for letting me ramble on about that. Well, this is nice and steep. Manageable. Great trail so far. It's a narrow shelf road. It's not too off camber. There's a few ruts, lots of cross ditches. It's actually significantly easier than an average trail like this would be in the Lower Mainland. The coast mountains are extremely rugged. Our hills are steep. There's a lot more rain and snow, and so you get a lot more runoff, meaning a lot more erosion in the ditches. And so we're able to just cruise on up here at 8 to 10, 12 miles an hour, just holding a nice pace, and skid plate's not getting any kind of a workout. It's nice. It's just challenging enough to keep it interesting, but not so much that you're really at any risk of getting hung up or doing any kind of damage. So yeah, it's what I hope for. Hopefully there's a few sections that make us work for it, but it's going to be what it's going to be. My hopes don't really matter. So the tricky part there is I actually have my head out the window, which is not always the best idea. So I got an eye of where I'm going. I'm not driving off the road, but I don't have an eye for the best line. So you don't want to be doing a section like that where it's super technical and you end up putting your truck into a bad spot. I mean, you've seen me put my truck into some bad spots, but it wasn't because I had the head out the window filming. It's just because I bit off more than I could chew. Every now and again, Mother Nature has to remind me that Cousin Ridgeline is just a ridgeline. And me, I'm just a mere mortal driver. Looks a little more fun and interesting. I'm really enjoying this trail. There's just enough to make it interesting, enough that a stock truck is going to struggle, enough to remind me why this is no longer a stock truck. Yep, we're having fun. And the views are starting to reveal themselves. Just wait till we get to the top. Oh, a taste. That's right, YouTube. Just a taste. Like and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to make our final ascent to the Jasmine Fire Tower. Current elevation, 1,840 meters. End elevation, approximately 2,000 meters. Video editor, insert actual elevation of Fire Tower. Pulling behind me. Definitely not the only people up here today. Still waiting for a Tacoma to come down, clear a path. And then we got, I think, another Tacoma on his way up here. This place does not suck. No, and we're not even at the top. There they go. I guess it's our turn now. All right, let's go summit this bad boy. Epic! All right. This is steep. This is 4 low territory. And I don't have 4 low. Oh, yes. Yes. And that's how a Honda Ridgeline does it. think, Oakley? Is it time for some steak? Yes, I always joke on the overland videos about lunch being such a boring meal, but no, today's lunch is dinner, or today's dinner is lunch. I don't know. One last look. Well, the descent is a little easier than the ascent, as you might gather. Other than the brakes aren't enjoying it, but the transmission is. What do you think, Cola? Pretty cool spot, hey? See all that steam coming off the front brakes, man. I had to ride them the whole way down from the top. This is where 4 low would be handy. But nope, it's a ridgeline, all-wheel drive. Mud mode. Oh, he's sending it. Nice. Mud. Just relentless. We did bypass that one, but whew, yeah. Starting to feel the wear and tear from a few hard days on the trails, that's for sure. All right, we are on smooth gravel, heading back towards Highway 97, taking a beating, running hard trails all day, every day. Totally worth it. So guys, thanks for hanging out. This is Jason for Ridgeline Outdoor Adventure reminding you, go drink outside. A beautiful day for the ever so gorgeous drive down the Fraser Canyon. We made it home, we rested up, we cleaned a lot of mud off of our trucks. And pretty much right away started editing these videos, because boy do we ever get a lot of great content. So guys, thanks for hanging in there for part 4. I will be releasing a full trip video as well. And yeah, we're gonna have to get on do that kind of trip again, because wow, pretty epic. Until next time, and there will be a next time. Go play outside.